Hi, this is Kerry Artag with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Monday, May 15th, 2023. Before I click on the charts, just please click like if you haven't already. It helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube, and become a Wicked Stocks YouTube channel subscriber. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded. That includes the daily Tesla report and the daily Apple report and the occasional stock pick. And check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of daily and weekly analytical videos just like this in the daily Triple Q, the daily SPY. We also have weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks every week that you never see on YouTube. And let's move on to the charts. So this is the big picture weekly chart. You can see, I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. Our ceiling of resistance midterm, 194.33, still remains a by the end of June or sooner target. And 214.78 is our trend defining long-term resistance. I don't know if we'll see that anytime soon. Those levels do sort of converge, as you can see, as we move into the later third quarter. But by that point, who knows where we may be. We do need to get up and over that 214.78 channel top to set off a good long-term low, a good annual low, bullish continuation then expected through the balance of the year. But we're a long way from that, and I don't expect to see 214.78 unless we close above the 194.33 formation, and that is probably 3 to 5 weeks away, several weeks anyway. 2 to 3 weeks, I think, is my time horizon still. We can walk through the nearer term. In fact, actually, I'd like to start with this chart just to remind you that this channel bottom at 149.45 was considered a 2 to 3 week target in early April when we closed below a couple of meaningful line studies. One was a 2/3 speed line, the other a channel bottom that set off a 2 to 3 week sell signal in this vicinity here. And we met the objective. It held nicely. And following the test of the channel bottom, the channel top, around 197.93 on the daily chart, and I showed it 196.12, I believe, on the weekly chart, is considered a 1 to 2 month target above 149.45. And about a week and a half ago, we closed above a descending 1/3 speed line, presently at 163.23. That put it in the more the 2 to 3 week camp. Now we're a full week into that without any appreciable upside follow through, and in fact, Friday's sell-off has me considering the possibility of actually retesting, as you might see, the 163.23 speed line, where we could bottom out for the week itself, recover, and within 2 to 3 weeks of testing 163.23, we can push into that mid to upper 190s, we'll call it, for the time being. And I'm going to scroll now to the day itself, where we have, you can see these minor points. 168.58 is a simple channel bottom that is considered able to contain intraday weakness. So this is well suited for aggressive day traders. If we open above 168.58, it can contain intraday selling. Could be for the hour, could be for half a day. It may be even for the entire day itself. These are subjectively weighted. And so obviously there's no certainty with respect to how long or how well these levels can hold. But I'll say that opening at or above 168.58 does allow 174.43 intraday. 174.43 is not labeled, but is nothing more than this pullback high a couple of days ago, and then we fell off. And yes, we opened above it on Friday and fell back. I still think it has upward pivot point qualities. In other words, opening above 168.58 will keep 174.43 in reach. In fact, I think it will be tested if we open above 168.58, 174.43 in reach, able to contain intraday strength. And if we push through 174.43 today, I do think 180.47 is in reach. 180.47 is this rising channel top that can contain buying into later week, into midweek. 2 stars means really kind of 2 to 3 day highs. So 180.47, if tested, can contain 2 to 3 day highs. And so this is well suited not only for day traders, but perhaps 3 to 5 day swing traders. Although it's not really the 3 to 5 day swing trade, I'm envisioning if you're selling it short FYI, if you're selling it short, we could fall to the channel bottom. I don't know if we can rotate all the way back to the speed line. Just know that. In terms of the upside, though, if we close above 180.47, the 3 to 5 day swing trade shifts decidedly bullish, and within 3 to 5 days, we just might reach this 197.93 channel top, which on the weekly chart, once again, is 194.33. That can contain buying on a longer term basis, and by that I mean through June into July. We can rotate nicely off of that, possibly back to the channel base that is presently at 149.12. So if we're looking at like the next month or two, it really is a 194.33 ceiling to a 149.12 floor. That 149.12 is nothing more than the daily chart at 149.45. So I don't want to throw too much at you. I'm going to go back to the daily chart. I know most of you are tuned in for that, and I'm going to say it one more time. 168.58 able to contain intraday weakness, above which 174.43 is likely, able to contain intraday strength, both well suited for aggressive day traders. Pushing through 174.43, I think you can expect the 180.47 channel top, where we can top out into midweek and perhaps fall off to the channel base. It'll be a new channel base at that point in time, and I'll be, of course, apprising you of that exact level in Tuesday's Tesla report. But if we close above 180.47, buy signal for you 3 to 5 day position traders, 1 to 2 week position traders, this 194.33 level that I have marked on the weekly chart, then expected in as little as 3 to 5 days. I'd say by the end of next week at the latest, if we close today above the 180.47 channel top. Now for the downside, I'm going to go back to 168.58. If we break or open below 168.58, then yes, 163.23 is expected. 163.23, once again, that longer term descending 1/3 speed line we closed about a week ago above. It also lines up nicely today with an extreme channel bottom that is based also on the two highs that were put out last week. 168.58 is part of that structure. 163.23 able to contain weekly selling pressures. We can come off nicely from here. So this is once again your 3 to 5 day swing trade, your day trade, your 3 to 5 day swing trade, and your 2 to 3 week position trade. Because above 163.23, if we tested today, you could reach for the 194 or 190 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least several weeks. It's just an idea. You could also reach for others, but the only problem is the channel top at 180.47. If we break to 163.23, you could see it'll be a little different. But I do think that even if 163.23 holds and we turn back up, the new channel top will be in the very low 180s by the end of the week anyway. So I'm babbling here, but what I want to mention is that if we happen to, let me go back to this chart. If we happen to test 163.23, I'd mention how you might reach for 194 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least several weeks. You could also reach for 180 out of the money calls that don't expire for at least a week. But if we close below 163.23 today, 149.45 becomes a 3 to 5 day target. This 146.06 to 149.05 area still able to contain selling through June. And once tested, this market can turn back up into the mid 190s, 194.33, within a month or two of doing so. So I'm going to go back and kind of outline the big picture. I think I've outlined the day pretty well. I just want to remind those of you who trade the bigger picture that 163.23 is a base of support for the week. And off of here, we can rally to 194.33 within several weeks. If we close today below 163.23, 149.45 is expected. Again, that is part of a range down to 146.06 that can contain selling through June, and above which we've been expecting the mid 190s now since we tested this area 3 weeks ago, and once tested, we'll continue to expect it within a month or two of testing 149.45. Last thing I'll say, and this is for the big picture, I don't expect to see that this week, but if so, if we do wind up closing on the weekly chart below 149.12, that channel bottom, we enter another significant sell phase. I would expect a retest of the 101.81 January low within a month or two of closing below 149.12. But 149.12 is our midterm backstop. Can contain selling, excuse me, through the rest of the second quarter, and above which the channel top at 194.33 is likely by then. That is all I've got for 10 minutes. My goodness. For Monday's Tesla report. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesdays. Please click like, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com.